So we've just installed the double seat. Let's take a look inside here. So here we are with the double seat. So the driver, passenger, a twin seat here. Armrest is always on this side, so when you're reinstalling your seats. Front row here in the Caravelle has the armrest on this side, which then allows access through to the back from this side. And we can see here in the back there's still an enormous amount of room. So if we were operating as a family of 4 or 4 people going to work to a work site, we've got still a very large amount of space in the back. We now have another valid configuration of the Caravelle in 4-seat mode. We have the driver passenger seat, of course, which don't change, but we have the other double seat. So this is a different double seat with the armrest on the other side, is able to go on this left side of the vehicle, providing us yet another 2 seats. What would be the advantage of this configuration? Well, we can load a very large amount of objects. Loading here, this is particularly wide here between the 2 sliding doors. We have full through access here, no impeding of this access here, and still the ability to take 4 passengers in the vehicle. And if we just go and have a look around the back, see that we have a very large loading area here as well. And this is another valid 2-seat configuration. It is important to note with the Caravelle that although the triple seat may go into any of the positions, the double seats can be in their allocated position or out of the vehicle. We cannot swap the double seat around, and there's no reason to do so. So this is the left middle row double seat, and the one we had earlier is the front right hand front row double seat. We've taken our double seat out, and now we've put in our triple seat. The triple seat is now in a 5-seat configuration. So this would be a common family configuration, driver passenger, and the triple seat here. The triple seat may be in this row, the next row, or the rearmost row. Let's have a look at the back, see how much space we have. So 5-seat family configuration with the triple seat as far forward as it is allowed to be. We still have an enormous amount of loading area here. Just a cavernous volume. No family station wagon could ever cope with this much. And we can see with the 3-seat all the way forward, we're always concerned about our seat belts. You can see that we have all the seat belts in the correct configuration and locking into the correct side. We need to make sure we never cross over seat belts. The seat belts are correct in this row for the 3-row seat. This is also a valid 5-seat configuration. We've moved the triple seat into the centre row. We have this very, very large area here with through loading with our second door. And we also have, let's go check out the back. We have an extremely large loading area here as well. Not quite as large, of course, as when we had the triple seat all the way to the front. But in this middle row here, it's a very large loading area here. It could be for some bikes and sporting equipment, as well as this very, very large loading area here. And here we have also a 5-seat configuration, but the triple seat is all the way down the back and an enormous amount of room here. Okay, we just saw us in a 4-seat configuration with the middle row out of the 3 rows we have to play with here. But we've actually added our right-hand front row double seat back into the van. So now we have created a valid 6-seat configuration. Not many family cars are 6 seats, they're often 5 seats. So we've got the double first row here. So driver, passenger, first row with 2 seats. And we also have this additional row in the back. Still plenty of leg room for an adult, and we can carry 6 adults in comfort. Let's go and have a look out the back there and see how much space remains. As before, we still have a very generous amount of space here. Plus we can actually load longer objects. We can actually load longer objects down this side, down the right hand side of the vehicle. And in actual fact, you will see here the floor is unimpeded. So if you had a particularly long object to carry, we can actually store some quite long objects in the van whilst carrying 6 adults. We can also configure a 7 seats with the double seat in the most forwardmost position, and if we have a look behind here, we can see a really large area here with 3 seats in the back. Who knows what this configuration is for? Maybe it's mum, dad and the grandparents are up the front here, and we've got some kids down the back perhaps. Really good. Another 7-seat configuration, 2 in the front, 2 in the middle row, and then we have our 3 in the back. This particular passenger gets plenty of leg room, but still there's reasonable leg room. Perfectly, my knees are not touching the front seat there at all. Okay. What we've done is we want to increase the capacity from 6 to 7. We've taken our double seat out and put this in, but this is not a valid configuration. We're not allowed to do this in the Caravelle. The reason is, if you have a look here, there's no way to get to the back seat row. So whilst the triple seat is allowed to be in any of the 3 rows, it may not be in this row when the double seat remains behind it, because there is simply no way to get into the back seat. We just can't do it. I'll pull the seat down, and you'll see. You can see the seat's still here, but it's not valid because you cannot get in or out of the vehicle to these back seats. We can configure a 7, but not with 3 and then 2. It has to be with 2 and then 3 to create a 7-seat vehicle. And now we've reached the summit of the Caravelle. 9 seats, 2 in the front, another 2 here in the first row, another 2 in the second row, and finally 3 in the third row. And very comfortable up the back here. We've got the large windows with our blinds we can open, and a very comfortable ride in the back with rear air conditioning and so on. Clearly, when we have it in 9-seat configuration, we'll have less luggage space than before, and as we can see here, it is fairly small here for a large object here, but nonetheless briefcases and so on, and we still have through access here, so there's still some reasonable amount of space in the back here, but clearly not going to have large luggage and 9 people in the vehicle at once. Well, we're in the Caravelle and we've managed to put 9 adults in there, not 9 children, 9 adults. So we've got David the chauffeur, we've got me, and let's have a look out the back here. Nine adults in the back. Let's count. 9 adults in the vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We did it. Woohoo!